What they do? It's your little homeboy TLEE. I'm back in the building. Kickin Da Bo Bo TV. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. For sure, man. What the day is? What? Fed Talk Friday. And on Fed Talk Friday, I'm going to go into a lot of stuff, man. We're going to touch into some sports. We're going to touch into a whole bunch of things, man. So I want to give a shout out, especially to all my viewers, man, on YouTube that, that got one of my videos trending, man. I'm up to 12,000 views. And I just want to give a shout out for those, that participated in that. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Again, I'm trying to turn my pain into a purpose. So I'm glad that y'all, keeping me going. I'm seeing that people actually watching the videos and whatever. And it's, good sense of encouragement. So thank y'all to all the viewers on YouTube. Go back to the YouTube page, subscribe, hit the button, subscribe, watch the videos. I got a slew of videos. Like I say, I got, a couple of videos that you might like. Just go through them. Check me out. Your boy TLEE live in the building. Okay, so today I'm going to touch on a little thing. Like I was saying, I've been going through the videos or whatever. I've been talking about feds, all the people that I done met throughout my journey or whatever. But today I want to go into a little bit of experience. And if you was in that feds, around the time of this time, you already know how the climate was during that time. And this the time I'm talking about is when the Miami Heat end up getting LeBron James, D-Wade, and Chris Bosh, when they had the big three. Now, mind you, I don't know how it was on the street. Like I said, I don't know how that looked when they came together. I don't know. I heard back in Miami, that the whole city was lit, during them times. Like I said, I was behind that wall, so I really don't know, how the climate was on the outside. I'm going to tell you about the climate in the inside. Because, boy, I ain't even gonna lie, boy. When them boys got together, you really seen the hate for Miami. I'm talking about all through the BOP. You seen the hate from guys, about Miami. And I know back in them days, the Miami boys, they came through, and they came through a few cities, man, and they caused their wreck shop, I know about that back in the days, But I think that effect still lingers, throughout certain cities, man. Whatever y'all boys did in them early 80s, the Miami boys, whatever y'all did, right now today, that thing's still affecting people. So I'm saying that to say, I'm going to say, okay, so now, I ain't going to even lie, now, when I'm in the joint, I used to get up every morning because in the mornings, you got to get up in the morning either to go to school. They call it work call. You either going to school, you going to work, because, prison and feds, you got a job. And each and every person got a job. You getting paid pennies on the dollar, but you got a job. Now, if you was in Unicor, you was able to stack a little, you could stack a little check, because even though, you in there and you working for pennies on the dollar, monthly, you might make I done seen guys make about $2,000 a month just working in Unico. They ain't got no bills or nothing like that. They be able to stack that little check. So you can survive, in prison, if you working. But like I say, they call work call. So, like me, I was working in the law library / education. What that was, I was tutoring guys on how to get their GED, how to start up bank account. Like I said, a lot of guys in there, they were street savvy, but they didn't have no education. Education is like elementary. Some dudes couldn't read letters. Some dudes definitely couldn't comprehend a lot of stuff. So, it was a challenge when you talk about dealing with, inmates and trying to get them to focus on education. All these niggas want to come in there, play cards, play bocce ball, chess. They want, to be the best at that. They had tournaments for all that, their chess tournament, card, spades tournaments and all that. So them niggas there, they spend all day practicing on that there. But I used to try to tell these dude, nah, man, you finna get out one day, so you might need to go ahead on and start learning how, how the new thing, with computers and starting up a bank account and all that stuff. So that was my job. Anyway, every day I used to listen to the sports radio show. They had a little sports radio show up there in Jessup. And I don't know, like at one point in time, Stephen A had a little show. That's when he was small. Stephen A wasn't the Stephen A we know now. In fact, Stephen A got big after he reported that LeBron James story. And that's what I'm saying. That's when I seen his growth. Because at one time he was on, I seen him on ESPN a couple of times. He was doing a little, cameos or whatever on ESPN or whatever, giving his take. But he wasn't big as he was now. You know what I'm saying? He was more like a little reporter, little guy trying to, make his way to the top. So I followed his growth when he was a little younger because I used to listen to, his radio show. So guys pretty much ain't like Stephen A because at the time, Stephen A, he used to have some outlandish takes. You know how he is now. You know how he get all animated. You know what I'm saying? And guys have to bring him down a little bit. But I liked it that. So I gravitated to that. And I started following this growth. So anyway, I don't know, he must had a little situation where they had them brung him down and he started doing his radio show around that time in Jessup. Around the time the Heat got together, the big three with LeBron James, D Wade, and Chris Bosh. So now I'm saying to myself, okay, I'm listening to it every day. I go out there, I might run the track, I might go to work, you know what I'm saying? I'm just really prioritizing my day, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still listening to the sports show because, I'm really, when you behind that wall, little young jits, sometimes all you got is that sports, you know what I'm saying? Football, basketball, you know what I'm saying? And even baseball. And sometimes, other sports, but all you got to live off day to day is sports. You know what I'm saying? Every day you watching sports, you doing the same thing. You watching basketball, every game come on TV. You watching all the football games. That's all you got to live by. That's how I did my time through sports and in the law library. So anyway, Stephen A, he was a little guy. So I used to listen to his show. So at this time, LeBron, when he said, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and all, he didn't get on that yet. He pretty much just was, it was speculation. Everybody was talking about what LeBron gonna do. Is he gonna sign back with Cleveland and all? It was just pure speculation at that time. So as I'm listening to Stephen A, he be reporting little stuff here and there, man, because LeBron is the big issue. Again, we behind the wall. I'm telling you what happened behind the wall. I ain't telling you, I know about out there. Something may have happened. I'm talking about behind the wall, how we took it when LeBron left and went to the Heat. So at the time, Stephen A, like I say, he a little guy, so he reporting little stuff, you know what I'm saying? He following the news, letting everybody know LeBron upset, however that went in Cleveland, he was ready to leave. So he reported that, you know what I'm saying? So what I used to do was, how I had game was, and my little game was, I used to listen to Stephen A, because some of them guys ain't like to listen to it, but I used to listen to Stephen A, and I used to go back out to the unit, because everybody, like I said, we big in all sports, so I used to go back to the unit and say, boy, I heard this and that and this. You know what I'm saying? Based on what Stephen A was saying. And dude like, oh, man, go ahead on with that Stephen A news and all that. Because, again, Stephen A was the little guy there. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead on with that Stephen A news and all that. Man, he don't know what he be talking about. He crazy and foolish. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nah, this man on point, man. I'm telling you he is. So dudes used to heckle me for that because I was always they thought I was bringing back Stephen A news. You know what I'm saying? So one day, Stephen A, boom, he reported. He said, man, I'm to my bruh, Stephen A, the first person I heard, and this was a month or so before LeBron said he, made his decision. Stephen A had reported that LeBron and Bosh and all them was going to Miami. So you got to realize in that joint, Jed, boy, I'm telling you, in that joint, dog, it be natural born beef. I'm telling you, dude. No dude's gonna hide it because it's politics involved, but boy, I'm telling you that, like I always tell you, but that Miami flavor, dog, that bottom flavor, dog, I'm telling you, it attract, dog, and it attract people, and it attract haters too. You know what I'm saying? It attract. So one thing it did, it attracted a lot of dudes that envy the Miami boys. You know, so Miami just, you know, like I say, dude, you know, from on the streets in the 80s when them boys came up there and took over a little bit, People City. And then it attracted in the prison because, you know, a nigga swag on another level. And, you know, a nigga talking all slick and everything, you know, fast, you know, city slicking. So they, you know, so to, you know, to them dudes, you know, who out there in the country, or, you know what I'm saying, out there in another city or whatever, they pretty much feel like a nigga running game. So they don't like really too much. They got a little static with that there. But they ain't gonna say it, but I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? They got a little static with that there. So, again, Stephen A. had done reported the news, and he was like, LeBron, I'm going on. I'm talking about he reported it months before, bro. So I'm telling you how I know. Because when I said it to the unit, to guys, I used to measure around the pound, because word spread the pound. But if you say something, word gonna spread the pound. So everybody like, so I'm talking about, now it done went from the unit, me telling guys in the unit, to now it done spread across the whole pound. That TLEE done predicted LeBron them going. But I always say, man, I ain't said Stephen A. said it, but you know, I reported it first. So in the joint, it's like almost like you said, you know what I'm saying? If you vouching for that, you said it. So Stephen A., he said it. I mentioned around a couple of dudes, and I got, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, I'm from the bottom, so I'm going to represent. So all them dudes like, oh, nigga, you just from Miami, nigga, man, that man ain't going to nowhere near Miami, and they got all these scenarios. Oh, Pat Riley, he can't do this with Pat Riley, and blah, squad. And then, again, months before, when Stephen A., that gap between Stephen A. saying it on his report, and when LeBron made that decision, it was a little stretch. So during that gap, everybody messing with me. Oh, yeah, boy, that boy talking about. And then now Stephen A., he getting louder and louder, and the talk's getting louder and louder. You know what I'm saying? So now they really on me. Like, oh, that boy, he listen to Stevie A., that boy, that crazy, and all that, So LeBron got on there and said, you know, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach. When he did that, the day he did that, boy, that's the day when the hate was just, I'm talking about, bro, they couldn't hide it no more. I'm talking about all that low-key hate for the crib and for the bottom, it just hit the fan, bro. It just like, it was at the point now, like, we can't hide this here. You know what I'm saying? But see, what dudes, how they used to disguise it still, you know what I'm saying? Dudes had a little cover over it. How they used to disguise the hate was, they used to act like they just don't like Miami Heat. You know what I'm saying? They used to disguise it. Oh, I don't mess with the Heat. I ain't never liked Miami Heat. But in actuality, they really said they don't mess with dudes or Miami or the city of Miami. They don't like nothing about Miami. Boy, some dudes out there, hardcore out there, wherever they at, they don't like nothing but Miami. Straight up and down. I done met them, bro. They don't like nothing but Miami. They don't like the dudes, the city, the food, or nothing. They don't like nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? For real. So the hate had to come out because LeBron, when he made that decision, you know, some of them dudes really was LeBron fans. Now they got to root for Miami too. And then, you know, that's where the hate. And then when they formed it together, they were like, oh, LeBron, you know, he ain't gonna win no championship. He ain't gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? All the hate was coming out. Man, listen. When LeBron went to Miami, bro, I did not know how much dudes hated Miami until that happened. And these dudes that I was rocking with, you know what I'm saying, I used to work out with, rock the yard and all that stuff, trying to figure out where the velocity come in, where the animosity come in at, you know what I'm saying? Because but that thing was thick. So you know us, we got all our boys from the bottom, you know what I'm saying? And then what ended up happening to that too is, now all us that like Miami, we got a little beef within each other too, because, like I said, I'm a LeBron fan, you know what I'm saying? And I like D-Wade too. But you had a lot of hardcore old school Miami fans that was riding with D-Wade, and they ain't really like the fact that LeBron was coming over, getting a lot of the shine. So now so we had to beef. It got crazy in prison, man. I'm talking about, you got a lot of beefs going on about this Miami Heat. hookup. You had a beef of the outside dudes was beefing because LeBron and all them formed the team and they were finna call hell on the league. And then the inside, within the inside, we beefing in the inside of Miami camp because now we trying to figure out who the better player, Wade or LeBron, which I'm glad. Shouts out to Wade for really stepping back, man, because, dog, I ain't gonna even lie, man, by you making that move, man, you kind of eased a lot of tension that was going around the prison system. I'm talking about when you say, man, I'm gonna step back and let LeBron handle it, dog, that eased a lot of tension in the prison because now we beefing amongst each other. I'm talking about the Miami dudes and all us who like Miami, we beefing amongst each other about who the better player out of Wade and LeBron. What I'm telling them dudes, man, we all on the same team. Let's get these championships and stop crying about all that there. But it was a real thing. A real thing. So now we done got the little team. So I'm cocky now because I'm around because I done already predicted it months before messing around with Stephen A. And that's how Stephen A. grew to the top of here. When he reported that LeBron story early like that there, Stephen A. just skyrocketed it from there. You know what I'm saying? And that's how he got the shows and he been doing what he doing. I'm telling you what I seen because I was a fan when he was a little man. Yeah, so LeBron, you know what I'm saying, at the same time, I'm saying to myself, damn, bro, where all the hate come from? Because everybody was vibing together good before LeBron got there. It was all good before LeBron got there. But when LeBron got there and we formed that team, and then he said, not one, not two, not three, not four. He went to naming up all them number of championships he gonna win at the Heat. As he said, not one, we all, you know what I'm saying, we all like this shit, boy. We were letting them have it in that prison. Bro, we got shirts. Man, we done went to the art room, got crayons and all that there. I'm talking about, we done got people to draw up Miami Heat shirts. We walk around the pound with Miami, I'm talking about some click-ons though. We walk around the pound with Miami Heat shirts. I'm talking about every dude out from Miami, even Palm Beach, you know, and Florida, you know, because even some of them Florida, like when they got to Central Florida, I ain't even know it was that hard, that thick. You know what I'm saying? When they got to Orlando, Central Florida, and North Florida, bro, they ain't even like Miami Heat. They was talking against it, and they from Florida. We thinking, y'all, man, we all supposed to ride together, Orlando and all that stuff. They went to turning their backs on the Miami, you know, on that Miami situation. Now they going against the Heat, and we like, damn, bro, you right up the street, you in Orlando. Oh, nah, boy, the Magic's this, the Magic's that. Man, the Magic ain't got no team right now, man. Come on, ride with the Heat and stop bullshit. Nah, I'm a Magic fan. I don't never ride with nothing from Miami and all this shit. The beef was thick. And I didn't know, you know, like I say, when I was coming up, man, I was getting a lot of money. I ain't never get a lot of money, too much money in Miami. I was getting a lot of money up that road. You know what I'm saying? So when I knew, you know, up that road, you got to battle with dudes and all that there, you know, little street politics and all that there because you ain't from around there. So I know how I get, but I just ain't know the magnitude of it until LeBron went to Miami. And I seen it in full circle. I'm like, dudes really hate it. But like I said, they was the scout. Oh, I don't mess with Miami Heat and all this. But actually, they really said, but I don't mess with Miami. Dudes in Miami. I'm saying, I had one dude come to my face, but I don't care nothing about Miami. I mean, he was dead shit, man. But one thing about you can't jump on no nigga because nigga don't like your swag. You just got to say, okay, I appreciate what you said and keep doing what you do. And just hit him in the gut with the swag. You know what I'm saying? So that's how, that's how you got to play that. So when he came up and said, boy, I don't like nothing about Miami. I don't like the dudes, the women, the food. He went to name and everything. He was like, I said, oh, man, this ain't nothing but a basketball game, brother. But you ain't got to go there like that. I'm talking about the hate was thick. Thick. So now, I'm through the unit. The first year, LeBron, he kind of let me down because we done made it to the championship the first year because they already doubting me. Oh, Boston got this and all these other teams. We done formed the big three. So now, the first year, we was doing our thing. And you know what I'm saying? And then we came down to the end, and we know LeBron, you know, kind of laid down. That's the only one I say I'm gonna give him that I ain't really appreciate that dub. But he kind of laid down and in the prison, boy, everybody was home. I told you one where I say, brother, give it some time. Y'all gotta give it some time. We went to the championship now. Just give it some time. Oh, nah, I ain't giving you nothing. You got the best three in the game, and all you supposed to did this. You let little J.J. Barrera do his thing and all this. I'm like, brother, man, just give him some time to jail. And that's around the time where Dwayne Wade stepped back a little bit and said, I'm gonna get a team to LeBron. And when he did that second year, all the tension kind of eased up from within, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, we were beefing within by Wade and LeBron, who being the better player on the Heat team. And then, you know, when LeBron was missing shots here, you could hear dudes in the back, man, he should have passed it to Wade, man, and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, one thing I say about my dudes from the crib, that's why I say about my homies from the crib, man. Y'all like who y'all like. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what they do. Y'all like who they like. Because when LeBron was missing shots, you know what I'm saying? I used to be telling dudes this round in unit, y'all, man, he should have took that. He could have did this, he could have that. But when Wade was missing shots, he's like, oh, that D-Wade, man. It's Wade County, man. We ride with D-Wade, win, lose, or draw, and all that stuff. I'm just saying the biasness that was within. You know what I'm saying? Because we always, like I told you before, we always like who we like. And we going to push who we like to the bottom of our heart. And we not going to look at it on the even playing field like, okay, well, LeBron took a bad shot, Wade take bad shots, let's keep going. Nah, we gonna criticize the person we don't like. And that's what happened, and that's what was happening within. But that second year, and like I say, shouts out to D-Wade for doing that, man, because I'm telling you, the prison system was a real static in there about that. And when you step down, that kind of helped us get over the fact that little tension right there that between you and LeBron. Because when you step down and step back, you really did that. You stepped down and stepped back, and you gave the team to LeBron. And then we end up winning championships, you know, back-to-back championships with you doing that. So, man, that was a big thing. Like, if you don't know that was a big thing without the community, the Heat community, for real, the whole Heat community, when you did that, because you eased the tension between LeBron, that static that we had between LeBron and who the best player on the team out of LeBron and Wade. And that floated all through the prison. So when we started winning championships and all that there, them dudes called natural. I'm talking about them dudes there was so hot. Cause we, you know what I'm saying? And they used to be like, oh my, it ain't the city, it's the dudes. Them dudes don't know how to act after they win and all that. Brother, we've been winning the whole time. Like since the Colombians came in the 80s and we spread it, and we went up there, flew all up there to New York, flew all up there to California, tearing up the Carolinas, you know what I'm saying? All up there in Atlanta. I know that. Boy, one thing I can say about that there, man, them boys in Georgia, they got real beef, real live beef for how them boys in Miami came up there and did their thing in the 80s, man. They still traumatized from that. Really, for real, for real. But that's, you know, but sometimes, you know, they came with aggression. But sometimes, well, most of the time we were coming up there, it was just more finesse game. Just, you know what I'm saying? You know, nigga just being them and just, you know, having a little swag. And then, you know, everybody flocked to that. You know what I'm saying? And now you able to control what you can control. Because now niggas see you fresh all up. You riding in it because we kept them dump. You ride in the dump. You ride around, been in the city in the dump. You got them things shining. You get in the car wash every day. You know what I'm saying? You got the dude coming to the house, waxing them rims up and all that stuff. Now you finna spin the block, whatever you at. I don't care if you in Carolina, Georgia. I don't care where you at. Bama, Alabama, all that stuff. We you know, that's how we roll. So now when you hitting the club and you been in that corner, spinning that block, you know what I'm saying? And you pull up to the club and all them old country girls, you know what I'm saying? They see the swag, you jump out because you done went to Rasul's down there to the crib. Shouts out to Rasul and Ronald them. Yeah, I'm giving you a shout out. Just back in the days, boy, y'all boys had that. Now you done went down here and got fresh all up and come back up there and you killing them. So of course, you know what I'm saying, we know where the beef come from, but I was so glad when Wade did that, man, because that was a big thing. And then when they went on ahead and started winning championships after championships, man, we was giving it to them in the prison. Like I told you, man, we was having parties after parties, you know what I'm saying, pizza parties or whatever, man. All the outside dudes, they can't talk no more. Now we in their chest, you know what I'm saying? LeBron couldn't win. Now he done won a championship, or he can't win, then he gonna win another one, then he won back-to-back. I'm talking about, boy, we let him have it, dog. If you was in that BOP system around that time, bro, you know that time was a hell of a time, man. That was a hell of a time when the Heat came together with the big three in that BOP system, bro. It was a lot of tension about that. A lot of tension. And I ain't talking about from the outside, just with the outside. I'm talking about it was tension within Miami about Wade and Bosh. Wade and LeBron. It was tension in Orlando by Miami and the Magics. And then it was just tension outside of that just because, like I said, nigga came over and took over some of them cities they was in, you know what I'm saying, and all that stuff. So it was just tension across the board. But I was just sharing an experience on how that went, man, back in that prison system, man. We had a whole good time, too. I wish I could have been out on the streets when they was winning them championships and they had that team. But, boy, I'm going to tell you, when you was in prison, they had that team. When they had that team and you was from Miami or South Florida or you know what I'm saying, and you was rooting for Miami or whatever, even if you was just a fan from elsewhere, even if you was just a LeBron fan rooting for Miami, you caught a lot of beef. You caught a lot of hate for that squad right there. That squad right there, not only did they catch hate, a lot of dudes from the crib caught hate. I'm talking about in that prison system. For real, for real. Another topic I want to hit on, that All-Star game. Now, we just watched the All-Star game, the NBA All-Star game. And, yeah, that game never, you know what I'm saying, them games don't be nothing no more, man. Them games be high scoring. Dude ain't playing no defense. You know what I'm saying? You know, they missing layups. They shooting half-court shots out the Dame. Boy, Dame, you got range, for real. I wish the Heat could have got you, man. But, you know, it was politics. Now, we'll get into that later. But anyway, shots out the Dame. Shooting them half-court shots. But behind the scenes, during them All-Star games, it'd be a lot going on. And I'm going to tell you one of my experience. So I went to the All-Star weekend. It was in Atlanta. And I remember it was like probably 2005 or 4. If you go back and check when they had the All-Star game in Atlanta, I can't remember the actual date, but it was around that time. It was me and two of my brothers. We done got the big F-350. We ride in the, it's a rental. We ride in the rental up there to Atlanta. We coming from North Florida, going up there to Atlanta. Couple of hours, we ride. So now, we get up there to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? We going to, now Atlanta packed. I'm talking about Atlanta off the chain. Yeah. So we in Atlanta, we get up there to the city. You know what I'm saying? The city packed. Cars everywhere. We going down P Street. You know what I'm saying? We staying over the 285 or whatever in the hotels out over there. We going on P Street. You know what I'm saying? Everything packed in Atlanta right now. This is the All-Star weekend. Like I told you, not only does the boxing, remember I was telling you in the other videos, boxing bring out the big drug boys. All-Star weekend also. Stuff like that there, them boys come out. So during that time, you got the All-Star weekend, now all the big boys out in Atlanta playing. You see Bentleys, Ferrari, you see everything out. I think Big Meech and all them boys, they out there. This probably, I think, could be the time before they got hit. Everybody out there playing. So we ride down P Street. We finna hit Magic City. But it's a little gas station right there before we go to Magic City. We swing in the gas station to get some gas. This how lit it is. This how lit it is in All-Star Weekend. I'm letting you know my All-Star Weekend experience. So we go to pull some gas, go to get some gas. Mind you, we got the big 350. I'm in the back with the back cab, and not in the back outside, but in the inside back. I'm chilling, man, just doing my thing, waiting on, just to get to the hotel, change up so we can hit this. No matter of fact, we were going to the Magic City then. We had to change and everything. So my brother, when they get out, boom, they jump in, they go in the gas station to pay for the gas. My other brother go use the bathroom, and I'm sitting in the truck. So my other brother come back, he done pay for the gas, now he pumping gas. So I'm still, he ain't paying attention, he on the phone, and I'm sitting on the truck. I'm sitting in the truck. So now I'm watching the dude pull in, but when he pull in, it ain't no parking spaces in the front of the gas station, so he just parking behind the dude who in the car. He parking behind the car, so if a car move, he able to, you know what I'm saying, he able to take the parking spot. So I'm watching the whole play. So you got a dude on the back seat of the passenger side, he drunk as hell. And he got on like some, at this time, this one, them joggers, they weren't really joggers, but like sweatpants came out with the sweat outfits. You can wear the sweatshirt, with the zipper and all that, with the sweatpants, you know what I'm saying, all that matched together with the hat, you know what I'm saying, with however you was, however you whatever your style was. But that's when the sweat outfits came out. So dude had on one of them kind of sweatpants, like joggers almost damn near like, but this is before joggers. So he dead drunk. I'm in the back seat, but I can see him because I'm, while we pumping gas, the truck facing the door of the gas station, and he pulling up. His people done pulled up trying to park behind the gas station. I mean, behind the cars that's already parked in front of the gas station. So I think the way they parked, it was like he gonna run in right quick and go ahead and get out of there. But I think the nigga in the back, he was, by them stopping, he was drunk. He jumped out the car. He trying to go to the bathroom. So when he jumped out the car, open the door and jump out the car. Now, mind you, the driver's still in the car because if somebody move, he gonna park in the spot. And when he jump out the car, he goes in the bathroom. I see something fall out his pocket. So I'm like, bruh, man, open the door. Because, you got to, with the F-350, you got to open the door from the outside for me to get out. So he opened the door, boom. I jump out the truck, I run. Now when I run, I can't run up to the car because then the nigga at the car, because when the nigga he dropped some money. When he dropped the money, it's still close to the car, but the dude in the driver's seat, he still, he on par, he right there. If he got a pistol, he see me running up, he could go ahead and start hitting me. So I got to be discreet about this thing. So when I get out the car and run, because dude who dropped the money, he done walked off and went in the store going to the bathroom. So when I can't run up to the car. Nobody see this but me. Nobody see him dropping that money but me. Because everybody's still doing their own thing. They walking in the store in and out. So when I walk up to the money, it's a big wad of cash. I'm talking about, bruh had knots. He had bandos, you know what I'm saying? It's a big wad of cash. So me, the cash still by the car a little bit, so I can't go. Me, I was kind of saying to myself, man, don't go closer to the car and bend down, because then you're going to alert the driver, and then the driver might go ahead and pull out it. You know what I'm saying? He'll have every right to hit you because it look like he's trying to rob you. So what I did was I walked closer to the money. I seen a stack of bread until he had that thing. That thing was high, man, full of money. So what I did was, instead of me like scooping the money, I swiped it from the car. I tried to kick it away from the car so I could scoop it. But when I kicked, money spread it. So now all I gotta do, I just gotta grab it, boom, grab it, boom, grab it, boom, put it in my pocket, grab it, put it in my pocket. So I grabbed enough pocket full. Now we just got in Atlanta. We checked in the hotel. Now we out and about. So I grabbed them. Now my brother see what's going on because the money scattered. He run over there, he grabbed it. My other partner other brother come out the stove, he see us down there, he grabbed it. Now the money's still out there because it's a thick wad. The people started seeing who going inside the store, who coming out the store. They see the money now. They started grabbing it. Bruh, when we got back in the truck and started counting that money, I had done hit for like 2 bands. My brother them, they pulled out like 2,500. And it still probably was like another 5 grand on the ground. But we, nigga ain't, because, I'm already up there. I got my little cash anyway, because I ain't come up there lacking anyway. So this just a bonus, you know what I'm saying? And that paid for like the weekend. So now since we up right now, because I told you that little situation that happened. Now we good, you know what I'm saying? We buying bottles, you know what I'm saying? The weekend paid for. So now we get back in the hotel. So like I say, like I say, man, if anybody know me, they know my style is, I'm unique, man. So I attract people when we out and about. I attract folks, you know what I'm saying? Folks come up to me and literally be thinking I'm a rapper and all this old stuff here, because you know what I'm saying, my swag be on point out there. So the dude stepped to me in the hotel. He was like, man, listen, man, boy, I need to holler at you, man. I don't know him from a can of paint. I ain't never, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I ain't never been approached like this before. Dude was like, man, what's good, man? Boy, y'all boys doing y'all thing. Man, I see what's happening, man. They staying in the same hotel as us. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, man, boy, I need to holler at you. Boy, you smoke that good green? I was like, yeah, well, you got some? He was like, yeah. So he pissed me off some, and he gave me some. And he was like, I was like, how much I owe you? Because, again, I don't know him. He was like, nah, man, go ahead and keep that. So now I'm like, oh, okay, we good. Now I'm like saying to myself, okay, boom, dude gave me some weed, we out there, we chilling. I ain't even trying to trip on it no more, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So I'm saying to myself, we good. Now we go back out. The next day they come back, dude come back to me. He said, what room you in? I told him the room them. I said, boy, if you want to come through, holler at me. Because now we done building up a little friendship, you know what I'm saying? Because he doing it. But when he come to the room, he say, listen, man, I need to holler at you. I'm like, what's good? He like, listen. Me and my peoples, man, we came up here to the A, man, and we ain't really come for the All-Star, but, it's cool and everything, but we got all these pounds, man. We got pounds of that weed you was smoking, man. We got pounds of it. Now, mind you, the weed wasn't all that, though. It was that Texas. It was something from Texas, because them boys were from Texas. They was from Houston. And they that drove to Atlanta, I guess, by it not being so, that not all that, dude ain't want to get it. Who they brought it to, who they were bringing it to, he didn't want to get it, so they stuck with it. Trying to get back. They don't want to drive back to Texas with it. So I'm looking at it, I'm saying to myself, yeah, but then again, at this time, it's a drought in weed. I'm doing my thing. It's a drought. So I'm saying to myself, all right, well, let me see what's going on. So now, dude talking, he said, yeah, man, I got a whole bunch of weed, man. Me and my partner, we brought it up here thinking dude wanted it, but he ended up ain't wanting it. So we're gonna give it to you. So what I told her to do, I said, all right, I'll take it. I said, here's what I do. Y'all, when we leave, y'all follow us back to Florida, because we ain't gonna ride with it. Y'all follow us back to Florida. I think dude had like 50 P's or something like that, close to 50 P's, 60 P's. It was all right. It wasn't all that there. But at the time, like I said, it was a drought and some weed, so it could be used. You know what I'm saying? So when he came back to her, he said like, yeah, we'll do that, man. We'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Because they had some broads from out of Houston that was driving the car. You know what I'm saying? And they were just following it. You know what I'm saying? The broads, they pretty, everything. They looking like Beyonce and all that there, light skin and everything. You know what I'm saying? But when you see them on the road, you wouldn't even know they got them things in the trunk. So they hit, you know what I'm saying? Boom. They done hit it from Texas. Now they in Georgia and Atlanta. They couldn't get off in Atlanta. So now they finna follow us. We about 4 hours away, you know what I'm saying, from where I'm at, from Atlanta. So they followed, they brought it down. The girls done brought it down from Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? And boom. When I tell you, man, Them boys literally gave us that stuff, man. They literally, I'm talking about, they gave us all of it, really, because they couldn't do nothing with it. They didn't want to go back to Texas. They literally gave it to us. And that's how I was able to make some cash during that time, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how things be working. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you just got to go to them fights, them all-star games. You got to just go out there, man, and get out, man. You don't get stuck in your little surroundings, especially if you're getting money, man. If you getting money, don't get stuck in your surroundings, man, because you're going to miss out. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to be fighting and banging with all that devil when you're going to see, when you get out and about, man, and you start seeing a little bit of the world, you're going to see, man, you know what I'm saying, a lot of opportunities and stuff come your way. And I'm just expressing one of the opportunities, some of the things that happened to me at the All-Star game, because the All-Star game is one of them events, like I tell you, where all the big boys come out to play. So you need to be at those situations because things like that can happen to you.